guys, welcome back and thanks for taking the time to join me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a wee pattern, a wee gold shrimp that it's called. Now the gold shrimps, there's two flags that's given in E.J. Malone, Ted Malone's book, and the Irish trout and salmon flags. Now if you haven't got the book, think about buying it because it's a great book, and I'm a great believer that you should have as many fly books on fly tying, as you can. Now this one that I'm going to tie is going to be a variation on the gold shrimp one, and what's sort of way and typical about this wee pattern here is that despite the body's in two pieces, it has the hackles at the head. Okay, but I'm just going to show you how to tie it, and I'll explain the original version and what I'm doing different. Okay, so the hook in the vise is a partridge paintbait double in size 10. The thread that I'm going to use to tie the fly is the Uni Thread 801 black. So we're just going to come in and get our thread started a couple of mil behind the eye of the hook, run on a few mil of thread and remove the waist tag. Now the tag at the back is going to be an oval gold tinsel, and this is an oval gold tinsel in size 14 that I'm using. Right, I'm just going to catch this in and run my thread down until I'm sort of in line or just slightly past the points of the hooks. Then I'm going to come around with 4 turns of the oval gold tinsel, and on the last turn bring it up and in between the two hooks, just follow this around with my thread, come in and trim away the excess. Now on the original pattern, the tail is a long badger cock dyed like an orange red. I'm going to use the orange lace wing. So this is just the hen bird of the badger. I'm just going to catch this in with 2 turns. I'm going to fold the tip back, then bring my thread turns back over the tip and the hackle. Coming at this point, you can break away the tip. Now you can come in with your scissors and you can run that up the stem. That'll sort of help the fibres of the hackle to sit back for you. And then I'm looking, we're at about 2-3 turns of this. It's going to be plenty for me. It's going to do me there. So I'm going to bring my thread back into position. At this point what I do is bring my thread up and force the hackle down into the thread. So just bring the thread up, keeping pressure on the thread, and force the hackle down into the thread, and that'll catch that in for you. Then you can come in and trim away the excess. At this point just advance your thread forward sort of way around about the halfway point of the hook. Now you can come in, if your fibres are tangled, and just use the good old toothbrush just to brush everything out. On the way back down we're going to catch in the rib. Now you could use the gold tinsel if you wish, but with this being a gold body, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just to highlight it. This is the ultra wire in hot yellow. So I'm just going to run my thread back down, tight up against the tail and back up. Now the body, both the rear and the front, is going to be a gold tinsel, and this is the uni mailer in silver and gold that I'm using. So this is the dual tinsels. So you're tying that on, you're tying it up and tying it with the silver side facing up. Then I'm going to come around with my tinsel and I want to get a nice sort of a straight turn going at the back of the hook, just tied up against the tail, and then just a couple of overlapping turns of the tinsel will be plenty. Then we're going to catch this in, trim away our excess, bring up our rib. I'm looking 3 turns of the hot yellow wire up the body, the rear body. We'll catch this in, nice and tight. Just shimmy, bend and break the wire away. Now the mid haggle here, or the midpoint you'd expect to put a hackle on. But this is where the wee fly is a wee bit different. So this is black ostrich herl. And it's lovely stuff. This, I get this off Vineyard, or Vineyard, sorry. I have to be honest, lots of people do ostrich herl, but this has got to be the best stuff that I've ever had. Now I'm just stripping away some of the fine herl off the stem. Catch that in, going to fold it back. A couple of turns, I'm going to break this away then. Nope, doesn't want to break away. And then you're just going to bring your ostrich herl up. Now I'm looking 3-4 turns, should be plenty. That's plenty there. I'm going to follow this around with my thread. Nice and tight, catch that in. Then I'm going to come in and break away the excess of the ostrich herl. Right, way back down, I'm going to catch in another length of our hot yellow wire underneath, and run this thread down, tied up against the ostrich herl. Now just trying to get this to sit back for me. We can see where I am. Then I have to go in and get another bit of our uni mailer. So this is what you've used for the rear, and now the front. Size 10. So that's a large. So trim that away. Same again. Stuff for your mailer up. Just going to put it in the length. Run my thread up, tying it in. Same again, just tie it on the top. Just tie it on the top. Or you can tie it on, just doesn't matter. Just, I sometimes like to tie it on the top now. Just going to fold the fine herl back. Get a nice clean turn at the ostrich herl. Then come round with my thread. Tie off the tinsel. Come in, trim away the excess. Then we can bring up our rib. I'm looking 3 turns again on the front body, looks like the rear. We'll catch that in and bend and break away the wire. Now the front hackle, you're looking straight through, basically like a reddy orange cock, but I'm going to go back to the lace wing. And I'm just going to catch this in. I'm going to fold the tip back. See if you get into the habit of folding the tip back, guys, your flies will be far stronger. Then I'm going to break off the tip, come in with my scissors, stroke this back, and then I'm going to come around. It'll be a turn, maybe a turn and a half maximum of this. Just want to see what way I'm sitting here. I just noticed a wee fibre there that I had caught. Still see it here. Just want to come in and take it out. That's it now. So like I say, a turn and a half will be plenty. Just want to check to see. Put that half into there. Then I'll come round, catch this in. Nice and tight, come in and trim away the excess hackle. Now in front of this you want a nice long bodger hackle, and this is a cock. So see them lace wing hackles, just to explain it to you. So that's the lace wing, that's the hen bird, and that's the cock. So you can see that has the colour in the centre of the feather, and the colour is on the outer edge of the cock, just if you're interested. Now I'm just going to offer this up, around with a couple of turns, going to fold the tip back, bring my thread back up, and break away the tip. Just going to stroke that back with my scissors as well. And then the turns of the badger's up to you. Everybody has their own style of a much badger hackle they like to see in a fly. Now, I'm just going to go back. That's going to do me there, guys. That's plenty for me. Yeah, I'm just going to tighten it up onto the stem. I'm going to come in and trim away the stem of the hackle, and the remainder of it, apologies. Just stroke everything back, and then you can build up your head. Now, this fly doesn't require jungle cock, so that's the wee pattern finished. But I'm going to put some on. So, got two wee eyes here. Some are just getting them lined up. So what I try and do is just line them up the best I can. Then I come in and hold the eyes and just stroke back the rubbish or the flue on the feather that I don't need. Then just come in and use the eye as a divider, the eye of the hook. Just use that as a divider. Just hold your jungle cock on the hook. Come around with a couple of loose turns just to see which way you're sitting. Now, this wee one here is just moved on me, so I'm just bringing it back in. I just want to check the length of these. Like I say, you don't need to use them. It's not required in the original fly. Just checking the length. Okay, I'm happy enough with that now. So I'm just going to come in, just hold the two eyes, then just take a couple of turns down towards the eye to tighten up, and then come in and just fold everything back. Just a wee favour there. Just keep everything back that you can, and then just build up your head from the front, just up over the jungle cock, nice and tight. Keeping your thread tight, and come in and break away the stem. Right, that other stem broke off, so happy days. Now just take another turn, and then I'm going to come in with my whip finishing tool, and we'll just throw in a whip finish. Pull the thread nice and tight, come in and trim away the tying thread. Now that's the wee fly done. That's it finished. Just to seal up the head, I'm just going to come in and put on just a wee touch of super glue just on the head. You want this stuff going into your hackle, into the dress, and it'll just ruin the fly on you. It's stating the obvious, but you know. But there you go. Now that's a variation on the gold shrimp #1. Now the gold shrimp #1, what have I used different? I've replaced the tail. So if you want to tie the original, that's a long badger cock dyed orange, or like an orangey red, just wound round. Okay, everything else is the same, and I've changed the front hackle out for a lace wing instead of using a straight through red orange cock, and then I've used jungle cock, which you don't have to do. So look guys, hopefully you've enjoyed that, you've got something out of the wee video. Tie a few of those up, old school flies, but that'll work, especially with the orange and gold. Now there's a gold shrimp too, and it has basically a centre hackle, which is an orange cock hackle, but the back hackle is a furnace. It's a long furnace cock hackle. Okay, but anyway, tie a few of those up. Hopefully they can catch you a few fish. As always, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. I really appreciate it. If you like the wee videos that I'm putting together, and you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. That helps the wee channel out, and it helps it grow. And until next time folks, please stay safe, and tie lines